Super to be catching up with Nick Paddock ahead of racing on Friday to chat about the Cliffy Miller runners. And isn't the yard in absolutely fantastic form? They are really firing. Now, starting them off on Friday will be Cheerful Charlie B. He's here in pick and he's nibbling Nick's ears. He'll be running in race 4. He had his post-maiden run last time out and it was a fair effort. Nick, he actually ran on quite well to a point.
I was actually quite happy with it. You know, it was the family power was actually quite a nifty little filly, and I mean, he got beaten 4 lengths off for them, and that was a classifieds where they banded the weights, and now it's back into a handicap. I think it could, you know, with 1.5 kilos off his back, I think he's off a winnable mark or a more competitive mark of 66, you know, net 66. He's the type horse that's going to be in the bottom divisions, but with a little bit of weight off his back, always going to help. But maybe not the most strongest field. I know Red Williams probably got the right form in the race to be the right one. But you know, he's doing really well at home, and it seems like he's just turned that corner. So I think he's got a really good place chance, and I'm hoping, you know, he can get into the top 2.
Bethel will be next in action in race 5. Now, he was expected to need his run last time out, but whatever the case, it was not his run. If you look at his prior form, it was steady, consistent, solid. And Nick, I'm sure we can draw a line through that.
Yeah, a very big line through that. It's he just got really tired. It was off a break and that, and he needed it terribly. You know, he was blowing heavily after the race, and he's a big chap. He takes a bit of work, so this is going to be another run just to try and bring him along. You know, it was also maybe if you could string a few runs together, you'll probably show the best of his form. You know, just keep an eye on him, but we'll be looking at him next time on the Poly.
And Mighty Mac will have his first start for the yard in race 8. He relocates from the Western Cape. His merit rating has fallen well.
Yeah, he's come down from I think about a 78 down to a 63. Yeah. We've taken another 3 pounds off his back. You know, with the bottom weight, and he's a really, really big chap. You know, he's a brick. I used to joke he's a brick. He's about 500 odd kilos. Sure. We had his sister after the storm, and she was quite a small, petite, quite a type of filly, and he's the complete opposite. You know, he's strong. He's a really nice horse. I think he might enjoy a bit of a 14 on Poly in time to come, but the testing 12 year at Fairview will suit. Yeah. If we're drawn down the middle of the course, I think he can be half a runner for the quartet. I think he's a nice horse to keep an eye on. I think the top 3 on the race card are quite difficult to beat, but just keep an eye on him.
Certainly sounds like some value for the first 4. That's Mighty Mac in race 8.